What up, everybody? This is a new test because I got some equipment. So, like I said on my last test video, my last test live, I was, just trying to see what would yield the best audio results. But now I got another Bluetooth speaker and it came with a mic. So now I'm going to give this a test out. I'm going to see um, how it comes out on the live. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to compare that to the last test. Hey, what up, Hawker Mustang? Yeah, to the last test. Give me a second. Let me check something here real quick. Okay. I was just checking something. Anyways, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and give this a little test and see how it comes out. I can't guarantee it's gonna be any good sound. Hey, what up, John McSmith here? I don't see. Hey, what up, Polo? Oh, there, now I see him. What up, McSmith? Yeah, so I'm gonna see how this sounds with this Bluetooth speaker and all that. So here goes nothing. Oh, this comes with a mic, by the way. Testing. Test. I don't like the echo. Why is there an echo? Give me a second. Give me just a second. I'm gonna see if I can get rid of that echo. Should they? All right, that sounds the same. Testing. 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 Test. Is there no option without the echo? Test. That's weird. That's weird. Oh, that sounds deep. Hello, ladies. Yeah, I'm not trying to sound like Barry White.
Trying to get rid of the echo. I think I could start with this.
Hello. Okay, so I guess there's no option without the echo. That sucks. All right, let me just give this a shot. This is for scientific purposes. You don't always have to fuck your heart fast. Sometimes that's not right. Sometimes you got to shake love. Fucking give her some food to do. Sometimes you got to swing. Sometimes you got to say please. Sometimes you got to say, I'm gonna fuck you softly. I'm gonna throw you gently. I'm gonna haunt you sweetly. I'm gonna ball you discreetly. Then you say, hey, I bought some flowers. Then you say, wait a minute, Sally. I think I got something that I see. If you spit it out with me, that fucking teamwork. What's your favorite dish? That's cool with me. It's not my favorite, but I'll do it for you. What's your favorite dish? I'm not gonna cook it, but I'll order it. Stand the bar. Then I'm gonna love you completely. Then I'll fucking fuck you discreetly. And then I'll fucking bone you completely. And then I'm gonna fuck you hard. All right. Hey, what up, Grandma Fluffy? What up, Lime Skies, Bruce, Bailey, Jay Bliss. I hope I didn't miss anybody. Oh, Tommy Temper, Snoopy. Yeah. I'm not sure how I feel about this thing. I think the voice changer's cool. But as for using it to do any kind of karaoke, I think it kind of sucks. I'm being honest. I don't know why it has to have the echo. Why the hell would you want an echo? And if you have the echo on there should be an option to take it off. So I don't know. I don't think I'll be using this for those purposes. I think I will give it another try though. Hold on. I am your father.
Now I have the high pitch. Which one is this? Oh, this is also high pitch. Like an alien.
Hello. That's the normal one. I still don't like the echo. It's annoying. Give it a sec. It actually came with 2 mics, so maybe I need to try the other one. I don't know. Maybe the other one doesn't have echo, which would be stupid. I don't think that's the case.
I could have my wasted days back when I used them to get back on track. Stop the war, let karma's burning. Look ahead, but keep on turning. So I was think, so I do. Then I finally started to do what I should have known. Could I have my wasted days back when I used them to get back on track? You live in a lie, yeah, you live in a lie, yeah. My lifestyle, the film is my best style. My lifestyle, the film is my best style. Keep searching, keep on searching. This search goes on, this search goes on. Keep searching, keep on searching. This search goes on and on. Friend, tick, 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 tock. Friend, tick, 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 tock. Friend, tick, 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 tock. Poured out always being afraid, and then this free my fear that I made. Treading waters full of worry. Tick, 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 come on, hurry. So I have a thing, and know how I feel. And I found it inside to do what I should have known. For not always being afraid, and then this free my fear that I made. You live in a lie, yeah, you live in a lie, yeah. My lifestyle, the film is my best style. My lifestyle, the film is my best style. I keep searching, keep on searching. This just goes on and on. I keep searching, keep on searching. This just goes on and on. Friend, tick, 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 tock. Friend, tick, 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 tock. Friend, tick, 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 tock. Friend, tick, 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 tock. You are the cynic, you are a fool. Can I find it inside the dream I shouldn't do? You are the cynic, you are a fool. Can I find it inside the dream I shouldn't do? Oh, my lifestyle, the film is my best style. Around the time, I push it to the other side. My lifestyle, the film is my best style. Around the time, I push it to the other side. I keep searching, keep on searching. This search goes on, this search goes on. I keep searching, keep on searching, yeah, yeah. This search goes on and on. Friend, tick, 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 tock. Friend, tick, 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 tock. Friend, tick, 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 tock. Friend, tick, 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 tock.
All right. Who is this? Oh, what up? Slugger. Oh, I see my son Plotters here. Hey, what up, Kay? What up, Akenya? What up, Just Blaze One? What up, Mr. Pads? Man, that is Spence fighting? It's man down today, tomorrow, and forever. I'm just checking to see who came, who's in the. Yeah, I think that this thing kind of sucks. If I'm being honest, I think it kind of sucks. I was hoping it was going to sound better, but that echo, like, there's no need for the echo. And I played with it, and the echo just stays. The only thing I mean, I had to go back and listen to the live for myself, but I can already tell it's not going to sound the way that I hope. So, I don't know. Maybe I need somebody to go to Aaron's and take out a $4,000 PC. Send it to me. No strings attached. Maybe that's what I need to do. I got the game all fucked up. I'm doing this the wrong way. Is the echo because you got no, it's the echo is just from because I'm using a Bluetooth speaker that has a mic. Now, I only paid $8 for it, so I don't know what I was expecting. I was at Five Below, and I was just like, "Oh, this is a Bluetooth speaker, and it comes with a mic. All right, or it actually comes with two mics." So I was like, "All right, I'll pay the $8, take it home, and see what it do." And it don't really do too well. Hey, what up, Haplo? Yeah, because I'm trying to get I'm trying to see what gets me the best results for sound when I'm doing a karaoke for whatever reason. So I know one time you listened to one of mine, Haplo, and you said that I came in too strong. So, nah, man, get a better speak. Yeah, what I need to do is I just need to go on Amazon and get like a decent one. Or like I said, if any of y'all decides to get infatuated with me and then go to Aaron's and get a really high quality PC, you know, you 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 put your down payment, you send me a PC, and then later I'll just make sure that nothing is going to happen between us. I think that I think that's a good deal. I'm taking the piss right now, as my friends across the pond would say. Nah, man, you ain't no Grinch. Five Below has some cool shit sometimes, though. Yeah, you gonna take to the pawn yeah, the pawn shop. That is, let me say this, all right. Now that I'm pretty much done with my test, let me turn this thing off. And this speaker is not very loud. That's the other thing. Oh, hold on. Let me see something real quick before I turn it off. Then I'm gonna talk to y'all about this little situation, but hold on. I just noticed there's some buttons on the speaker. Give me a second. I'm gonna see because one of them has a picture of a mic. I want to see if that maybe will control the echo. Hold on. Testing. Testing. All right, there's still an echo. Testing. 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 I still hear echo. What does this button do? I don't see it doing anything. This sucks. The echo, I think, has gotten worse. All right, let me look at these other buttons. No, the mother buttons ain't gonna do shit. All right, it's off. It's off. The mic is off. All right. So let's talk about this situation because everybody else is right. It makes it sound like I'm in space. Like, what's the purpose of the echo? Like, is it too difficult just to have just the regular sound come through? There's got to be an echo. And see, if there's an echo, I'm cool with that. If there's as long as there's an option to remove the echo, because maybe sometimes I want to do an echo. Maybe sometimes I don't. I should have the option, but I don't. I don't have no options with this thing. It's echo all the time. There is no echo option. We playing checkers in here. Yeah, well, I mean, somebody was definitely playing checkers when they decided to buy a $4,000 PC and send it to somebody else on YouTube who they'd never met, because they thought that there was a romantic relationship for them in the horizon. Actually, from my understanding, they thought that they were in a romantic relationship with this person. Now, I'm not going to say that you can't be in a romantic relationship with somebody long distance, even if you haven't met them. I do think that it is possible. However, there are other details in this buffoonery that just screams out that this is a bad idea. Like, overwhelmingly a bad idea. Because this wasn't just somebody that this person met on the internet. This was somebody who is all right. So the person who bought the PC is a straight woman. The YouTuber that she bought the PC for is a homosexual man or bi. He's either bi or homosexual. All right. And he's in a relationship with another man, from my understanding. All right. So he's in a relationship with a man. You are a straight woman. You live in one state, he lives in a completely different state. All right. What made you think going to a rent to own and getting an expensive computer, paying, making the down payment, knowing you have to make payments going forward until it's paid off? And the thing is, with rent to own, you end up paying more than the sticker price. Unless they give you an option. They usually say, okay, if you pay it off within X amount of months, it's, it's the sticker price. But if once you go over that amount of time, now you're going to pay more. It's a lot of times it's like 90 days or something like that, 3 months. But anyways, What makes you think it's a good idea to do this? Send it to him is beyond me because he's already in a relationship. He's you can't be in a relationship with him. What you got going on is a situationship. The signs were there. The signs that this was a horrible idea were there. Hold on, bro. She got another content creator thing. Yeah. That's and he also is another gay man. Why you keep going after these gay men on YouTube baffles me. There's no shortage of straight men in this world. Now, there might be ones that are taken. Obviously, they're not on the table, but obviously neither was this woman was going after. So we still have to state the obvious. So it just all the signs that this was a bad idea were there. Whether you want to call it a scam or you want to call it whatever. How's it going, Lisa? Yeah, it screamed bad idea. All right. I mean, just pursuing this guy was a bad idea. But at least if you didn't do the whole PC shit, you could have left with nothing more than your heart broken. Because you got your hopes up. What up, Doodoo Bird? You got your hopes up, and the odds were stacked against you severely. Like I said, you have to look at the situation as a whole. I mean, there's a reason that for most people, the fact that he's in a relationship, that's a deal breaker. So if you're willing to degrade yourself to side chick status, you're going to get treated like a side chick. And you're not even in the same state. Not even in the same state. So it baffles me, that they made such severe lapse in judgment. People have survived getting struck by lightning. Are you flying a kite in a thunderstorm though? Yeah, you can't. That's the other thing. Like, if it's a gift, you don't get to demand the gift back just because it didn't work out. It's not. When you give something to somebody, you give it to them. If you end up, regardless of the relationship, friendship, romantic relationship, it don't matter. You give something to somebody. Like, let's say, hey, how's it going, Lauren? If I give Plotter a bowl of flea soup, and then later today, Plotter, and we have a fallout, I don't get to demand the flea soup back. I'm being silly, but the principles at play. All right, forget the flea soup. But if I give him anything, it doesn't matter what it is. If I give him something and then me and him have a fallout, I don't get to ask for the gift back, whatever it was. And that goes for those principles apply whether you're talking about friendship, romantic relationship. It doesn't matter what it is. I've given gifts to women in the past that I was in a relationship with, and then when the relationship is over, Like my ex, I gave her a nice Invicta watch. Actually, I gave her two. um, and I just said she's my ex. Do you think it even crossed my mind to ask her about those watches? And they were expensive. I mean, yeah, they were expensive. I mean, they weren't $4,000, but they were a good chunk of change. Now, yeah, if she would have offered them back to me, I would have taken them and sold them or something. But I'm not even thinking about asking for that shit back. Why? Because they were gifts. Hey, how's it going, Tony? And yeah, they call it Indian giving, right? Right, Plotter. So yeah, she got her hopes up, and then things didn't play out the way that she had hoped. And the signs were there that it wasn't gonna play out the way that you hope. That's the thing. He's already in a relationship. And not only that, he's in a relationship with a man. And you live like halfway across the country from where he lives. You honestly thought that it was a good idea to go to a rent to own, get a $4,000 computer, and send it to him. And you're left with the payments regardless of what happens between you and him. It is insanity. I bet you wish you bought her some Citizen. uh, Citizen watches, I think, are more expensive than Invicta. I like Invicta watches, though. That's one of the things that me and her had in common is we both really liked Invicta watches. So one day I went to the Invicta store and I bought a shit ton of watches, and I got a couple for her. We're talking everything. Yeah, Tony, it's just crazy. Tony, this chick met a guy on YouTube who's gay and in a relationship, who lives in another state. He told her he needed a PC. She went to a rent to own, got the PC, and sent it to him, knowing damn well she got to pay that PC off. And like I said before, with rent to own, you pay more than the sticker price. I don't know if $4,000 was a sticker price or $4,000 is after all the extra shit you got to pay. You know, but that's how rent to own works. You don't have the money for it up front. You go to rent to own, they give it to you with a down payment, and then you got to keep paying it till you pay it off. And they kind of screw you in the end by charge you end up paying a lot more than the sticker price when everything is said and done. Tony, it is, yeah, it's baffling. There was a lot of bad decisions made in this situation, horrible decisions. And the reason why I'm talking about is this: it doesn't matter what it is, don't allow yourself to get scammed. All right. She was asking to be scammed. All the signs were there. Because had he been straight, at least you could say, okay, he likes women, he's in a relationship, but it's not really working out. He's saying he's going to leave her. It would still be a bad idea, but not as bad as when you're doing this with a gay man. You don't even have what he's looking for. You do not have what he's looking for. Only thing you have that he's looking for is your willingness to go to a rent to own to take the front the bill on a PC and then send it to him. That's all you had that he wanted. And you gave it to him. Hey, how's it going here for the show? Hey, how's it going, Corinne? Is it Corinne or Corrine? I always thought it was Corinne, but I always hear Polly call you Corinne. So I'm not sure which way is right. Stop telling her what to do, RG. Her next project is buying a shark. Oh, man. She came in with the clap. And he wanted the strap. Yeah. So it's just, yeah, like I said, this is insanity. This whole situation, and I see it being talked about so much that I started making jokes about it when I was uh, testing out that Bluetooth speaker. Um, but yeah, like don't allow yourselves to get scammed. It doesn't matter if it's like on YouTube or anywhere else. You know, don't ever sell anybody without talking to them first. Don't ever wire. I worked in the wire department for a large bank a while back, and I saw a lot of fraud when it came to them wires. And there is no guarantee that if you report it as fraud, that you're going to get your money back. Very seldom did I see fraud wires get put back in the sender's account. It's damn near impossible. But yeah, Zelle, even Zelle and Cash App, they both, if they suspect anything fishy, they'll give you a message before you finalize the transfer. You know, um, but yeah, don't do any immediate, because the other thing is like Facebook Marketplace. I bought things off of Facebook Marketplace. I do not send nobody money. All right. I always say, okay, like I find out the general area where they're located, and I'm like, all right, we can meet at a Wawa or usually in a gas station parking lot or a parking lot of somewhere nearby in broad daylight. And I'm bringing cash. You know, I'm not sending money. And then hopefully you send it to me, or hopefully you'll meet up with me. No, you get the money when I get the product. So it doesn't matter what it is. Like, don't let people scam you. Oh, that sounds nice, Kay. That sounds real nice, actually. I like to meet people in dark. That's funny, Tony. I always send an email that explains I need them to transfer me 3,000, and then I can send them a 5. It works pretty good. Yeah. Like a lot of times, if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. Um Now this is a little bit different than investments. That's how we do it too. Yeah, yeah. You can't allow people to take advantage of you. You know, and she's been going around saying, all these things about these phone conversations that she had with them and everything. Here's the thing, even in legitimacy, like if you're legitimately talking to somebody and catching feelings, nothing is ever guaranteed. It's just not. So when you're just meeting someone and you've never met them in person, if you think it's real, you need to give it time. You need to try and see what you can do to meet with this person before you decide that you're going to do anything drastic. Taking on a $4,000 bill, that's drastic. And now you want his viewers to pay for it. That's not how that works. All you had to do was keep talking to the guy and seeing. I heard her say that she could never call him. She had to wait for him to call her. That's a red flag right there. That's not somebody that you send a $4,000 PC to. That's just a very bad decision. Hey, how's it going, Junkyard Dog? It's a terrible decision. You just don't. You got to use your head. Like when I worked for the bank, I saw a lot of people not use their head. We had a lady who went to one of our branches and they refused to send a wire on her behalf because they said that it was a scam. She went to another one of our branches and I guess they didn't look at the notes and they sent the money. Then she's calling us saying that she got scammed. Well, you went out of your way to get scammed, lady. So with this situation, she also went out of her way to get scammed. Because I can't think of anything more that would have the odds stacked more against you, other than he's in the same country as you. Other than that, I don't see there's everything else was a red flag. Expensive lesson, exactly. And the thing is, she already did something similar once with another gay man. She didn't lose nearly as much money, but my understanding is that it cost her a $500 tattoo. And she had to get the tattoo done up. First off, you got to find a guy who has the right sexual orientation. That's the first step. And yeah, if you're going to meet people, if you're going, how do I want to word this? If you're going to try to get into a relationship on the internet, I'm not going to say that it's not possible, because it is. I know some people who met their husband or wife on the internet. So it is possible. But you have to take extra precautions. And if you are head over heels for the person, you can't let that cloud your judgment to where you allow yourself to make such drastic and stupid moves. I don't want to come off like harsh. Hey, how's it going, Blueberry? Who else? I think I saw somebody else come in. Oh, Puro Sud. How's it going, Puro Sud? But you can't let that get in the way of your better judgment. You just can't. You have to be on guard, Because like I said, let's say this was a legitimate thing. There is still no guarantees. Let's say he was a straight guy, single, but still lived in another state. It still would not be a good idea to do this. Because first off, you should never be trying to buy love. If you think spending a lot of money on somebody is going to make them love you, then you don't really have that person. Let's say that is how you get them. How you get them is how you have to keep them. So you got to keep showering them with gifts and spending big bucks on them. Because the second that you stop, they're going to walk out on you. That's why it's important to make a legitimate connection. And I feel like this should be common sense, but you do see this kind of thing happen a lot. You think it's scripted? I don't know. I don't know. It could be. That ain't love though. That's lust. That what they do in Vegas, that's lust right there. That ain't love. You can call it that if you want, but that's not what it is. Yeah. Yeah, and that's the thing. Like if you're like you should want to be in a relationship with a person legitimately cares about you. And they care about you, the first thing they're going to do is not ask you for a PC. Because PCs are not going to be cheap. Even if you get a cheaper PC, it's going to be at least a few $100s. Um, Although that'd be a much easier pill to swallow than 4,000. Hold on. Wow. That's crazy. I'm not going to read it out loud, Junkyard Dog. I'm not going to put it on the screen because I'm not putting names on anything because I do think that it's embarrassing for them. But that is insane. That is crazy. But yeah, the first thing shouldn't be asking for such big asks. That's a big red flag to me. That's a huge red flag to me. Oh no, I'm there's nothing wrong with what you said, Junkyard Dog. I don't doubt it at all. I just, you know, these people are already going through heartache. I just don't feel the need to add embarrassment. Um, Tinder is cheaper. I fucking know. Like I'm just not gonna say, because I hear it a lot. I'm not. This is what I'll say. YouTube is not a dating app. I'm, but I do think that it's possible you can meet somebody. It just all depends, you know. Because I mean, think about it. Um, car dealerships are not for dating either. I'm pretty sure people have met their husband or wife at, the thing about dating is it can happen anywhere. You can meet that person anywhere. Um, that doesn't mean that you treat, like, I know of people that they went to a restaurant and they ended up dating the waitress and marrying them later on. Now, is that really something should you be going to restaurants looking for your next wife as you're ordering um pancakes? No. That shouldn't be your primary source of your dating pool. But if something happens naturally, that's the key word, naturally. Yeah, but yeah, don't treat YouTube as a dating app. Blooming onion, not pancakes. No, well, I said it that way because I know somebody who was a waitress at a Denny's, and they met their husband. Well, it's not their husband now, but one of their husbands. They th- he was a customer of hers. Like he came in, and I guess he liked what he saw, and ended up getting her number. They ended up going on dates. They ended up getting married. And later they ended up getting divorced. But my point is, you know, when it comes to the dating pool, it can happen damn near anywhere. You know, a lot of people talk about the bar. Yeah, the bars are where a lot of people meet people, but it can literally happen anywhere. You know, people get married to coworkers, people get married to, you know, people that they met at the gas station. It doesn't, it can happen anywhere. So, being that it can happen anywhere, I would say it can also happen on YouTube. Even though YouTube is not a dating site or app, you know, but it's not like it shouldn't be your primary go-to. Like you shouldn't be like, you know what? I want to meet some hot chicks. Yeah, hot chicks. I'm going to YouTube. Get some of that YouTube porn. Nah, that's not really what you should be doing. Now, if you're on YouTube and then you end up becoming cool with somebody and then you end up having a connection and then you and that person are like, you know what? We should meet. We should see where this goes. That's an organic way of that happening. But coming here looking for that sweet, sweet, them sugar walls, looking for that YouTube dick. That shouldn't be what you're doing. I'm not gonna lie, there's some beautiful women on here, but I don't come on here like I talk to the women just like I talk to the dudes. Like we're cool. You know, I'm not coming on here looking for someone. Now, if I happen to find someone organically, that's different. But coming on YouTube, looking for a significant other, specifically men who, you know, some, or let me reword that, specifically someone who is of a sexual orientation that you don't fall into, is not a very good model of how you're going to find your forever person. Hey, how's it going, Ellis? It's just not. It's very hey, how's it going, Pinata? Yeah, sorry, Ellis. I didn't see it till just now. But yeah, like when it comes to if you're single and ready to mingle, you know, you should always have an open mind. But you don't go places like specific non-dating places to look for a date. All right. Like I said, if you go somewhere and you happen to meet somebody organically, there's nothing wrong with that. I think you should be open to that because you never know where things could go. That could be your husband or your wife, you know, and you don't want to pass that up just because you think, oh well, that's not where you meet people. No, I think you should be open to it. But to come on here specifically to do that, to me is insane. And then being willing to buy extremely expensive gifts and send it to the person, you know, if they happen to live down the street, that's different. But if they're in a whole nother state, you know, you got to start. If you think it really is something that could go somewhere, you got to start talking about meeting up. And then in that, you got to be very careful. Like, you got to be, you know, kind of like how I was talking about buying stuff on Facebook Marketplace. You got to treat it kind of similar to that. You know, I ain't coming to your house and you ain't coming to mine. We're meeting in a place, a public place. Me being the guy, I'm a bit traditional. Lunch is on me, but we're going to a public place. Lunch is on me, and we're gonna have a good time as consenting adults in that public place. After a couple times, maybe things get a little bit more intimate as the setting. Yeah, as far as like adults getting intimate, yeah, you play that. You do that the way that you see fit, as long as it's consenting. But other than that, I'm not getting into that. When I say intimate, I'm talking about maybe something a little bit more personal that's not so public. That's what I mean by intimate. You got to be smart. You can't put yourself in a position to be taken advantage of, even in person. So a lot of this should be common sense, but it's just take her out to the library. Hey, how's it going, Ingrid? Hope you're doing good. Keep an open mind and close behind. Yep, that's right. Keep an open mind and a close behind. Yeah. Yeah, you got to be safe out there. And that just goes in general. Because I've met up with a couple people on YouTube. Um, not romantically, but there's a couple people I met up with on YouTube, and it was always in a safe environment. You know, you gotta play it smart. You know, don't allow yourself to be taken advantage of financially, physically, emotionally. You know, you just gotta play it smart. Johnny is my bestie and sounds fucking bull, but I'm serious. He's my BFF, and the rest of the stuff I won't say. I'm assuming that's your significant other. You know, much blessings to y'all. Yeah, I think everybody deserves to find love, but you know, in looking for love, you got to look in the right places. And going on YouTube, trying to find love through, if you're a straight woman trying to find love with gay men on YouTube or any other website, is a recipe for failure. All right. Like, you should want to be with somebody who wants to be with you. That's one thing. I don't force myself on nobody. And thinking that you can force somebody to like you, trick them into like it. If you got to do all that, then you don't really have them. So I love it. The glory hole where you you speak no lies. You speak no lies. That is very truthful. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and end this. I did my test. The speaker pretty much sucks. You know, and it's not very loud either. But like I said, I was expecting. I spent $8 on it, so I should have known better. But that it's not. Hold on. Oh, okay. Never mind. Oh, thank you so much for showing up, Lisa. Everybody check out Lisa Strobe, check out Illis, check out who else here got a page? I would say check out Haplo, but I haven't seen him upload a video in probably years at this point. But check him out anyway. Mr. Occam's Razor. That's probably one of his last videos he did. Check out Tony's reviews. Who else we got here that got pages? Oh yeah, Blueberry Street. She does some music, so check her out. I am gonna get back on my character, like more songs about characters. Um, I've got some requests. Got some more people. Oh, you dropped some new beats? Okay. Um, oh, thank you. Thank you so much, Lauren. But yeah, I appreciate everybody who stepped by. Like I said, just went on the internet. Always protect yourself at all times. Us boxing folk, we actually do say that a lot. Protect yourself at all times. It's not just with the romance; it could be with friendships, because people people could pretend to be your friends and have ulterior motives, trying to take advantage of you too. And it could be financially, but it's not limited to just that. Sometimes it could just be, sometimes they might just backstab you for whatever reason. So just protect yourself at all times. That goes financially, with your personal information, your personal details, um, all that good stuff. But yeah, everybody, take care. Have a blessed day.